Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are joining from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much, and remember.
Thank you so much for staying with us, Colonel Lobandiyo, former PDP National Publicity Secretary, Jasmine. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anna. Good morning. Good morning, Nigeria.
Good morning to you. So, issue-based campaign.
Correct.
We need to get it right. We need to help the electorate take informed decision on voting day.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with issue-based campaign. And I also know that the candidate of the People's Democratic Party has been consistent on issues. And I speak to Atiku Abubakar Waziri Adamawa, who is our presidential candidate in the PDP. He's been consistent on issues. If you listen to him at this moment, you will hear him talking about putting power under the, removing power from the exclusive list and enabling states and other agencies to concurrent and will enable states and other agencies to generate power if they have the capacity. For instance, like I love to say, in Akwa Ibom, the governor there has generated power. He has set up a structure that's generating, Emmanuel Udom has a set up structure that is generating power. His challenge now is in the distribution. He needs to come back to Abuja to come and discuss with the Minister of Power to enable him and all that.
Same with Lagos with the Enron. Actually, the first to generate power.
And without going into that, I would like to say that if we talk about issue-based campaign, and it's so funny to me, and I find it very, very strange, that it is the APC people who are now holding conferences and canvassing for issue-based campaign, just because they have come under the heat and they're collecting it as the boys will say on the street.
On the social media.
On the social media. That is why they're now running around and
talking. So you play on that space also.
They are collecting it. That's why they're now going around and saying, oh, no. Let us do issue-based campaign. In 2015, when we were calling President Goodluck Jonathan, all sorts of names. Did they talk about issue-based campaign? But anyway, however, I have full respect.
Two wrongs don't make it right.
That's why I said that. However, I have full respect for the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, who from the beginning has been talking to the issues of our country, restructuring, the issue of insecurity, how he's going to combat it. So all this while is Atiku Abubakar that has been talking to the issues. Except this morning when I read that, a fuel subsidy is a criminal arrangement or whatever. If not, it has been Atiku from one issue body in this country to another. And he's the only one who is providing realistic solutions to all the challenges that are confronting Nigeria today.
Realistic in what sense?
Okay, for instance, we have power challenge. The man said, look, the source of the problem of power is the fact that agencies, states, and even private business interests cannot go into power generation. So when I'm elected and sworn into office on May 29, 2023, I will work with the legislators to remove power from the exclusive list to the concurrent list. That's the solution. He has come out to say that, look, the issue of insecurity, I retired as a custom officer who had a basic responsibility of protecting the sovereignty of our country. And I learned a lot in the process. So when I'm elected into office, I will ensure that our borderlines are protected. He even said he will introduce technology in the protection of the borderline. That's the solution. He has said that, look, the cost of governance is too huge. And that's the fact. The cost of governance in this country is too huge. And he said the current expenditure, we can't manage it. So when I'm elected into office on May 20, and sworn in on May 29, 2023, I will bring down the cost of governance to 45%. Particularly,
that's the reduce recurrent.
That's where I'm going to, particularly in reducing the recurrent expenditure. That's the solution. And people are saying, oh, how is he going to do it? How is he not going to do it? The situation of our nation today requires sacrifice. We can no longer afford the big lifestyle. And as such, we must get a president who can address these issues. And that is where Atiku comes in, ahead of the elections. So he's the only one who is saying that, oh, these are the challenges the country is facing. This is so he is the one talking about issues. We haven't heard the Milokans. They are not saying anything. They are capitalizing on using the machinery of government. As if Nigerians are fools. As if Nigerians will reinforce failure. 2023 election is about the failure of APC. And they cannot run away from it. They are struggling hard to abandon the President Muhammadu Buhari. They are struggling hard not to get interested. They are talking about what they did in Lagos. Did what in Lagos? Anyway, campaign has not started. When campaign begins, we'll go there.
But the concern, because at the beginning of this program, there was an event organized by the Nigerian Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies,
yes,
where this yesterday, that was on Monday, where you saw the Speaker of the House and the Senate President and the DJ of the Institute, Professor Suleiman, harped steadily on that need. And of course, there will be a peace accord to be signed towards the end of this month. The Kuka Center and the Peace Foundation and others coming together. These are what should drive it. So it has to be a united agreement and consensus that all parties should remain along that path.
Dr. Amici, I told you from the beginning that the candidate of the People's Democratic Party is talking to issues. What they are struggling to achieve now using a legislative institute to call people around, and they only call themselves and brought in only Bishop Kuka, my lord. They didn't invite other people. I didn't invite other people. We are not aware. But what I'm saying in essence,
perhaps there will be maybe an additional opportunity.
What I'm saying in essence is that whatever we are passing through today in Nigeria, particularly in the issue of political communication, APC through Lai Mohammed Alhaji created the scenario that we are going through today. So it is because that they are now collecting, that's why they are now running around and saying that, oh, there's a law, or there's a law. When they were calling Jonathan unprintable names in 2015, wasn't there a law? Wasn't there decency? However, I agree that political communication should be managed within the space of decency. I subscribe to it. But you know there's no way you do politics without side jabs, so they must prepare for that one. Because they are the one running now.
No, what is no by side jabs?
Side jabs? To sweeten the language of politics, you must look into your enemy's eyes and tell him what the truth are. They are failing government. Would they say we should not discuss their failures? It's not possible.
Performance is a major issue.
So it's not possible. Then if they bring a particular candidate who came out and said that, oh, Emilokon, as if we are talking about title of the community, they don't want us to talk about it. We will talk about it. So there's no way you can do political communications without side jabs. They should be prepared for that. There will be side jabs,
but not below the belt.
Certainly not below the belt. There will be issues. There will be issues. You understand? For like I said from the beginning, PDP candidate Atiku Abubakar Waziri Adamawa has been consistent, and I've listed some of the issues. You talk about the centralization of police. What are they saying? They are not saying anything. They are going around the streets and talking about who is that what Nigerians are talking about in 2023? No! That's not what Nigeria want to hear in 2023. Nigeria want to hear, okay, yes, we have this problem. They thought that the system of 2015 will work in 2023. How can? It's not possible. If you come and tell Nigerians that, oh, I will do this, they will ask you how you going to do it. In 2015, it was all promises. I will build refineries, I will do this one. Nobody was asking the how. Today, Nigerians are asking the how. And that is why, if Atiku put forward
the specifics.
Yeah,
the specific on delivery.
Yeah, the how are you going to do it? How do you want to achieve it? So that's why.
So it's a charge for the candidates and their parties as the campaign starts, as you make promises, also ensure that you attach the deliverables, the monitoring system to ensure that to convince us that beyond rhetorical promise that you are ready to deliver.
Atiku Abubakar Waziri Adamawa, the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, and by the grace of Almighty God, the incoming president, come May 29, 2023, is already saying that these are the challenges that we have. When he was in office, as vice president to President Olusegun Obasanjo, he ensured the recruitment of 10,000 policemen.
The present administration has continued with
and that was then. And now he's saying that, look, even before the decentralization of police system, he will go ahead and ensure the recruitment of more policemen. Because in the places that we travel to as Nigerians, people even have community policing. So it's not just federal policemen. You have the state,
multi-level government system.
And that's what Atiku has recognized, and that's what he has said that he will do.
In his message, I have noticed issue of restructuring, issue of winning the federal government, the federal tier of government, of his huge responsibility. And a lot of people have said, this elephant can stand up to work if the load on the federal government is not reduced drastically. Even up the load gives all responsibility to the state, and it appears that he's a major campaign.
He said from the one in office, he will sit down as soon as the National Assembly is constituted. He will sit down with them, line by line. They look into the constitution and say, how can we make Nigeria work? These are the issues that he has laid before Nigerians, and there are processes inclusive in the issues that he has laid before Nigerians. For instance, you know the situation of our economy today, and you know that we cannot wish away the non-formal part of our economy. Atiku Abubakar said, look, he will launch a $10 billion stimulus. They say, why is he going to raise the money? How is he going to do that? They have not. They should come first and foremost agree with him that that the incoming president, Grace of God Atiku Abubakar, will need to stimulate the informal economy. Today, the tomato sellers, they have eaten their capital. The Maggi seller, they don't have capital. Everybody is running around looking for how to raise money. And the man said, I will launch all the borrowings that the APC is doing, all the money that they are taking from everywhere, end up in private pockets. So if Atiku Abubakar came out and said, I will launch, he can also raise fund. There's nothing wrong with raising fund. But he said that in raising this fund, my target is ordinary people out there who are the vulcanizers, who are the mechanics, who are the tomato sellers, who are the rice sellers, people who are in the informal sector or non-formal sector. That would be my target. That is what Atiku has brought out. The people are saying, no, how will he do it? How will he do it? They are not telling us what they are going to do. So, Atiku has remained on the issue. He's been consistent on the issue. He's telling Nigerians what he will do and how he will do. So, I think what the Legislative Institute didn't do yesterday was that they should have told the APC, who have come under heat and had run to them, and the other parties, that you people should start raising the issue. I think that is the bottom. That's the message. That's the message they gave us. You should start raising initiative. You should start raising issues because the PDP candidate, the Waziri Adamawa Atiku Abubakar, is already raising issues, and Nigerians are rallying with him. Nigerians throw their believability at Atiku because they understand what he's saying. They are the one bearing the yoke that APC has become. So they know what he's saying, they understand it, and they are agreeing with his solution.
We saw an exhaustive presidential council structure release. How are you yearning to go into the campaigns that come September 28th? Against the backdrop of the fact that you have some issues at home to resolve the weekend matters.
Even in the micro family, there are always issues. Even among your children, oh, he took my pencil. Oh, he farted at me. Oh, he did this, he did that. There are always those issues. Even the
inherent
in the micro family system. So what we are experiencing in the PDP is a discomforting disagreement. And as far as we are concerned as a party, we are working to achieve reconciliation. As you may be aware, the acting BOT chairman, former president of the Senate, Senator Adolphus Wabara, is going around. It was Adamawa yesterday. I heard he might be with Governor Tom today. So there are efforts from all angles and all corners to make sure that we harmonize and go into election as one indivisible family. And even to go further, I saw a report in Vanguard today saying that 7 PDP governors will work for APC, and I started laughing. What are they saying? Are they saying people who have elections on the platform of the PDP will abandon their party and go and support another candidate? And who are they going to give that support to? Who that has the experience of Atiku Abubakar? None. Atiku Abubakar has been in the presidential villa. He was a functional vice president, and as such, who will they leave and go? How will they leave him? And go and work for another person? Learners, people who don't understand what we are talking about when it comes to national governance, people who don't even understand the diversity of this country. They are the ones that
the other three key opponents are former governors, 8 years.
Have they served in the presidency? Have they gone to the presidential villa and function as either president or vice president? Look, you cannot remove experience, and it can't say a lot. If we have a focus, if as a nation we have a drive, we have a focus.
One of them said Atiku Abubakar does not have the executive experience. That was elected a governor.
That was the beginning.
He was elevated to the vice presidency. That was the
genesis of what they are running away from now. Because it was Festus Keyamo who came out and started attacking Atiku Abubakar and started saying all manner of things about him. That he wasn't a functional president. He was just a vice president. What is the meaning of that? Atiku Abubakar was a de facto vice president. And because in the beginning of the presidency, President Olusegun Obasanjo had to be traveling to go and negotiate debt relief, was Atiku not functioning in office? So I don't even want to go into those trash because there's no common sense in that argument. But now when the party members in PDP now turned the heat on their candidate, they started going to the executive to go and coordinate a discussion on how to have a decent campaign. But they have not said that they have not told Festus Keyamo that his action was wrong. You don't come after our candidate and you expect to go and sleep. It's not possible. It's a campaign. We're in the marketplace of votes. We are looking for votes. We are also looking for votes. You don't denigrate our own candidate.
The campaign for issue-based campaign is a general one. Our international partners,
I think our party,
international partners are happy on it.
I think
the National Peace Council also happy on it. So it's a general.
I think our party, because anyway, you know, we are the most experienced in the political space.
In terms of
existence and in terms of being to governance. There's no party in Nigeria today that has a lifespan that is as long as PDP. We are the only party that has. Where are the others? Where is the APP? ANPP and all those stuff. Where are the AD? Where are they? It's only PDP that has remained relevant. Because it's the only party that understands the nuances of our nation. It's the only party that will work to compete, to work with the people. When people say, oh, how come the people are with you? Why will they not be with us? We are People's Democratic Party. So that's the only party that can go out and align its thoughts with the people, and it will align together. You don't talk about all these parties that were mutated. All these parties that started in one corner, and from there they jump to this one, they go for another alliance. And that is why
change is constant.
That's why I laugh off Emilokons. Who went to Katsina or Kaduna and went and brought President Muhammadu Buhari, and I created a special purpose vehicle to make him become a president. The function of the vehicle has ended. The vehicle has become dismantled, and that is why people put themselves together for campaign. It's a difficult situation for them because APC when it was formulated or when it was created has one purpose, and that purpose was to get Buhari elected as president, and that purpose has been concluded. The special purpose has become this.
But the APC was announced as DG of this campaign organization well ahead of the PDP.
Where is the Presidential Campaign Council?
Now,
where is the Presidential Campaign Council? That is their challenge. That is the part of the problem that they are encountering and they are suffering from. That's our own position in the PDP. Is that our candidate is out there, is delivering on his promises, and is providing the mechanisms that will bring those promises into effect when elected and sworn in as President of the Republic on May 2023 by the grace of the Almighty God.
So you're quite optimistic of the outcome of the election?
Is it people that don't understand the diversity of Nigeria that will be elected into office? Or is it people that cannot cross River Niger that will be elected into office? How? The only candidate out there that Nigerians are willing to work with is Adamawa. And that's the reality. That's the reality. Whether you want to accept it or not is your own problem. But the reality on ground is that Atiku Abubakar is coming on a pan-Nigerian candidature.
Okay, I have to thank you so much, Ekola Olabonde, former PDP National Public Secretary, for joining us today and weighing in on this
Thank you, Dr.
issue that is quite current. And tomorrow.
Thank you so much for your patience to watch from the beginning to the end. I hope you have learned something from the video you have just watched. The video you have just watched is to bring information to your doorstep and for educational purpose. It is not to demonize anybody. Let us watch continuously and see who can be able to make a sense out of every nonsense we are seeing. We must continue. We move. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you and remain blessed. Bye-bye. See you again.